it's also probable that I invented the bow, the long bow, and the crossbow. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't like to claim so many things, but yeah, yeah, the bow probably. The crossbow. Even sharpened um, spear tips. Um, I basically invented them. Also, the cannon, the a couple of other cannon things, cannon types. Also, the way they fit together with the what's it called. Um, those were my designs as well. I invented a lot of things. Like I say, 500 at least, more like 2,000 inventions. The road, um, the idea of driving down wood supports to put block on. They were problems that I was having and I had to deal with. Possibly also the suspension bridge. Not exactly sure. I mean, it gets relative to where, I was just telling people what I wanted them to do, and then they were doing it, and it was helping them, and they were getting paid. So, and now the world is quite big and complex, and there's lots of people. And then later on, I was treating my managers really well, like the Queen of England. Love you, Queen. And very good job. Kept the people alive and fed and everything else, and nice. But I mean, keeping people fed and orderly and all that is important. Um, anyway, though, I spent most of my life just inventing things, and everyone else spent it basically just living their life and doing pretty much almost everything I wanted done. I mean, I could pay for it, so my right, my money. And I was the best inventor of all. I mean, and then I continued by making sure my employees were treated right, and making sure that they were schooled properly and fed properly, and also ran other research projects to make sure that they were fed and clothed and living good, happy lives with leak-proof houses, with leak-proof roofs. So, I mean, um, the world was about my inventions and me, basically, somehow. Um, can't really tell you how that exactly is true, but it is. I mean, a lot of things. I mean, all my swords, which are some of them are 2,000 years old, and just everything. And I can't really tell you why so much time has passed. I mean, it shouldn't have been more than like 50, 60 years, maybe at most. 75, maybe. Although I don't know. I mean, people told me that I was like 90 years old when I was still a child. So, I don't know. Relative age? Can't really tell you. Um, anyway, I mean, I made lots of videos on it, and it's pretty well documented. So, and I started all documentation and all photographs. Oh, I don't know. Like I say, I think it's just time for me to just put a gun to my head and pull the trigger and end my life already. Because I mean, I've been through too much. I've lived too long. Except I haven't really ever lived. I mean, I was just dealing with problems and inventing things. So I didn't really exactly live a life. It's not like I was there, which is why it's funny when when they say this person liked to do that to his slaves. It's like, I did. I know I ordered all those decisions, and I know I did all that, but it's kind of funny when you say that, or they used to say, or there'd be a rumor about how I used to have sex with all my slaves. It's like, I was a child. That's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to be having sex with this child. I was like 6 years old. Good luck with that one. That's why it's funny when people start these rumors when they have no idea who I am. It's like that wasn't like I have no. It's like well about that, but I mean a lot of time passed or something passed. So I mean it's kind of funny when they would do that. It's also kind of funny when certain people tell me about how I don't know it's just I mean, I'm the one who paid for toothpaste, basically. I mean, creation of toothpaste. I also invented the idea of braces, and also even jaw surgery and stuff. I mean, I had the idea, and I thought, oh, well, it should be possible, and then I hired the best to do it. So, and they did. Woohoo! More power. More power to 'em. Anyway, though, and that's why it's also kind of funny how when they like on Star Trek they show this old emperor, oh, and he's like old, all evil and everything. It's like, well, I mean, I am the emperor, but old and disgusting really isn't my thing. Nor is like blue lightning bolts and like me holding people in the air. It's like, no, you must be have me mistaken with somebody else. But there is another inventor that invented stamp presses and the crossbow and the bow and even the bandsaw. By the way, making a bandsaw, not as easy as you think. That metal does not like to bend. Getting just the right metallurgy to get a bendable blade. That's why on the old school things, you just see the straight blades going up and down because we couldn't get bendable metal yet. Finally, after years of funding and people working really hard, do some college people, some smart people who understand more about metal than I know, finally, after me paying for schools, paying for education, paying for them to be able to do stuff, you know, do we finally get bandsaws? Anyway, it was a lot, and thank you people or whoever that did that. They did a good job, I think. I sponsored them, paid for it, of course, you know, because I really, I mean, I thought it was possible. It should be possible. So, I mean, it's just the, you know, and the flexing and everything. It's kind of like, it's the heat buildup and everything. And anyway, good work, team. Go team! Anyway, some things I did on my own, and then some things were just like me, like, money, here, go figure it out. And they did it. It's amazing. Like every bandsaw, when I see it, it's like, wow, that is pretty amazing. Other people feel. I mean, the amount of money that it took to get that. But I mean, that's why the first oil pumps, a lot of things are me, and even the electrical water pumps, using magnets to pull things to them. That was me as well. I was more funding it then, though. First sand filters, you know, filtration, natural filtration. I mean, the Earth does it all the time, so it should be possible. Anyway, so I was a child back then, but and they perfected it back whenever. Anyway, and now people like Jay Leno drive my cars around. About that, you know who that is? Who owns that, right? One of those should have gone to me. But anyway, other people had to take care of it for a while for me, I guess. I was a little bit busy, you know, with the real things of the world: hunger, starvation, getting people educated, funding things, dealing with problems like that. Nuclear testing. That took a long time. Nuclear tests actually, you know, I should have just never done the nuclear test. I should have just been like, you know what, whatever, forget it. I'm done. But I don't know. At the time, I thought we should keep going. So I should have probably stopped a long time ago. Just been like, all right, that's enough. We don't need computers. We don't need this. We don't need that. But I mean, I don't know. At the time, I thought it was necessary.